When Steve Jobs died in October last year, the man who came up with the iPhone, the iPad and the iPod was remembered for his genius, but also for his abrasive behaviour at work. Now, a study by the University of New South Wales and the London School of Economics has analysed the benefits and drawbacks of having a maverick in the workplace. Chris Jackson is the head of the School of Management at the University of New South Wales.
Mavericks are very interesting people in the workplace because they're a bit different from your usual type of person. Mavericks are disruptive, they're creative, they're probably individualists, they're passionate, interested and involved, quite extrovert, but also people see a bit of an abrasive edge with them, such that they tend to push their own affairs as much as they can.
Well, we've mentioned Steve Jobs as a classic example of a maverick in the workplace. You also cite Richard Branson in your research as a good example. Can you think, though, of an Australian business figure who fits the maverick profile, and why?
Yes, well, there's some high media profile business people who are good mavericks, and examples of those could be people like Gina Reinhardt, Clive Palmer, also perhaps lesser known but really exemplifying workplace mavericks could be, I don't know, someone like Michael Crouch, who engineered and developed those small hot water heating devices that we see so prevalently in businesses and in homes and across the world. A classic Australian businessman who persevered through adversity, really had to work hard in a very competitive environment, and yet came out on top with a great business design and a very, very successful business. Very entrepreneurial, very innovative, very creative.
Do you find that most mavericks, though, end up running the company due to their very nature?
I think they do, because their passion and enthusiasm motivates others. Although they're, I guess, a bit abrasive, they're also quite charismatic. So, there's a group of people who will always kind of run their flag. So they often do end up running their own businesses.
But if you're a manager of somebody who you perceive to be a maverick, how can you harness those good qualities, the creativity?
Well, I think the important thing to do is to remember that sometimes individuals are more important than the team. So often in business these days we focus on how people are good team players. Well, mavericks probably aren't such good team players, they're individualists. Sometimes it's good to let these people kind of go off on their own, do their own thing. That's when they're at their best.
Professor Chris Jackson, great to talk to you. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.